So I'm just out of practice. Maybe I'm just a little bit rusty. Maybe my reel is rusty as well. Little slab. Little slab.
Welcome aboard, son.
Yeah.
Nice penny. Well hooked in the lip, right through his jaw. He was going nowhere. Happy New Year! What a morning. Got some rubbish weather today, guys. Only the keen brothers. You've come out this morning, got a bit of a 15 knot, sort of southerly, southwesterly. What time is it? It's 5 to 9. We launched at 4:30. 5 to 9, mate. It's already freaking 4 hours down. Barney got a nice snapper in the bin already, which is primo. But come out for a bit of a cruisy number, try and get a feed, muck around. First fish of the new year for me. You been out this year already? Nah, first fish too. Sheesh, we better make it a good one then, eh? Pretty chillaxed at the moment. Thought we'd come out for the day. Just while that weather was casually calm, we've shot out to Cowell Island. But incoming tide for the next 6 hours. We'll get amongst it and hopefully keep you posted on the adventure. So just having a bit of banana cake and a coffee. Coffee, mate. So yeah, welcome back. First session of the new year, so stay posted for some adventures ahead. Cheer. What this is, bro? Weird. Feels weird. In the lip. Geez, hypodermic needles, crikey. They are in his lip, boy. Just pulled up on the beach for a little bit, have a bit of a siesta, bit of smoko. Yeah, we've got a couple snappers in the bin. Fishing's been quite slow. It's just been difficult to fish, just because we've got the southerly, southwesterly, 16 knots. It's been pretty choppy, so we're just trying to find some calm spots to fish, which are pretty far and few between. So we'll just have a quick break here and then get back into it. So we'll keep you posted if we catch any fish. Regardless, you know how we do. It's a mad adventure anyway. So it's primo out here. Primo out here. Fingers. Took the jig though. So I've got a 30-gram jig on. Perfect for windy days, right? Chuck it on your soft bait gear and you get a lot of accuracy with placement. See, she's a bit rock and rolly here. Recording's not the easiest. Is that all good, Brad?
Yeah, I just gave it like a couple of 100 mil extra. Ripper.
You can see the little jack jig, 30 gram. Doing the damage. Get a small fish on these jigs. With all of the anchovies in the harbour at the moment, a micro jig is a good option. I started with soft plastics but switched to the micro jig. It's a lot easier to use in high winds. And you can see these small snapper have no issues in engulfing that jig. A huge benefit to micro jigs is being able to cast in any direction. You can even cast into the wind, so in windy days a micro jig is certainly a great option. The key is to keep the jig moving, so we've got big casts with the wind behind us and bouncing that jig up and down. At this point it seems I'm getting a fish on every cast. This was giving me confidence that the micro jigs were working. You can see this fish was caught all the way back there, pretty much straight after the cast.
Gummy bears, eh? Gummy bears.
Bit of size there, guys. That little jig. Now the brood's on. Hopefully coming on the bite, mate.
Side of the channel, whatever.
Lots of small ones. So we're just letting it sink. Let it sink and then bounce it all the way back to me. See, it's choppy as. So I'm winding in the slack here, and you'll see me pitch it, let it fall to the bottom, wind up the slack, and then pitch it again. That's basically how we're fishing the micro jigs. Swimming towards us. It's another baby. Tough little bugger. I always try and handle the fish by the head, basically the hardest part of the fish. I don't like grabbing it by the gut or near the gills, Grab it by the head and keep the fish in good condition. Recast nearly. Where's the bigger ones though? Get him, buddy.
Oh, mate. Finally someone with a bit of facial expression on it. Oh, it's in your canoe.
And another fish hooked out the back there straight after the cast. They're certainly biting the jigs pretty quickly.
Just feeding your kids, weren't you? Waiting your turn, like a good parent would. Sleepers, you're not happy. Perseverance. Nice fish, bro. Nice penny. Them's the ones we after, bae.
See, so we're getting a few guys. Primo day. How's the chop though? Got to be keen to be out here, son. OTK all day, Cass. Yep, nice fish, brother. Got a few in the old bindi. Never mind those pilchards in there, that you didn't see that.
What's that?
I was just telling everybody, don't worry about the pilchards in there, you didn't see that. Delivery bought some bait just in case, eh? Just had a big ass shark come up to the surface, so we better keep an eye on that sucker. Start taking our fish. And the frickin' shags, bloody trying to eat all the snapper we're letting go. The wildlife, I tell you, is awesome. Awesome. Should we mosey on to the other side? So we're going to keep looking. We're going to keep looking. So I think we drift the other side, but don't want it to get too choppy on us. So we got the sea anchor out. The sea anchor is helping us on the drift. Nice straight drifts. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's rough, but it's fishable. So yeah. See if we can upsize some of these fish. Would be fantastic. Yep. Just reposition the boat and have another drift. We've caught plenty of small snappers over the other side, so come over this side and see what happens. First cast 10-pounder. Let's go. Tide's turned again now, so tide's going out, which is my preference, but it's getting near the end of the day. Good session, good session. So that's us. We're going to be hammering back in the chop. We'll turn back on, we're back at the beach. Main day. Cheer. What's the time? 3:05. Good time, I reckon. All good? Yeah, primo. I wanted to share a special recipe that I got out of one of my nan's cookbooks. My nan passed recently, and one of the things that I was interested in is all of her cookbooks. She used to make us amazing desserts as kids growing up, so I was very fortunate to grab her cookbooks. And one of the cookbooks I have is this one back in 1965. So the Women's Division of Federated Farmers of New Zealand, 1965. So in here a lot of recipes. Okay, so a lot of recipes looks to be from farmers or farmers' wives have all chipped in and put a heap amount of recipes into this book. What I enjoy using these cookbooks is I reminisce about my nan while cooking. There's one thing I've found that's pretty fun and exciting. I've made them before, and it's fish fritters. If you've got kids at home or people that aren't too keen on fish, or a fun way of eating fish, or this is a fun way of eating fish, is making up some fritters. It's a bit of fun. You can cook them on the barbecue anywhere you are, or you're out camping or whatever. What I would say is, if you have a special fish dish that you cook at home, something that you enjoy, share it in the comments. Share it with everybody. Share it with our community. Let's see what we can make out of this fresh snapper we caught yesterday. So you'll see here, guys, easy as dish, bugger all ingredients. We have here salt and pepper. A bit of parsley, so it says to use fresh parsley, but we have some dried parsley here. 2 tablespoons of flour, 2 eggs, and I've just brought out some of this umami flavoring, garlic butter. So you use this on your barbecue stuff, but I think I'll use some on these. It might be quite nice. Basic as ingredients, guys. Let's whip it all together. So first up, we'll cut up our fish. It asks to slice the fish into quite thin slices, so that's what I'll do. I still want it quite chunky so that the fish doesn't all just melt into the fritter and you can't even taste the fish, so or get the texture of the fish. So I'm going to cut it a little bit chunky, sort of maybe 1 centimeter thick strips. Those of you that are sharp and have picked that up already. Yes, I'm left-handed. So we're just cutting these into strips. Easy peasy, chuck that into our bowl. Beautiful snapper. Now I'm no chef, but I like to eat food, as you can probably tell by the size of my belly. Fish dishes are quite hard, yeah? You can often get sick of the same old thing every time. So we just split the eggs, whites and the yolks, and we're going to tip the yolks in with the fish, mix that up, That's the yolks mixed up with the fish. Beautiful eggs. Just going to use a little bit of flour really, not probably the whole 2 tablespoons. The heck is that? A little bit of flour. Probably 1.5 tablespoons I used, yeah. Oops. Making a friggin' mess. Bit of seasoning. Pepper. I love cracked pepper. Himalayan rock salt. Probably about that much. Don't want to mix this too much and break all the fish up. Okay, so I'm just gently mixing it up. Now I have to beat the egg whites. It's like I'm starting a fire. Stiff peaks, not quite, nearly there. Making a hell of a mess. Trying to get this done before my partner gets home, she'll give me grief. Creating a freaking big mess. Stiff peaks. Okay. So you want stiff peaks. So we're just going to add some parsley. Probably that much. Gosh, creating a freaking mess everywhere. So we just want to fold the egg whites into the mix. See, so there's our mix with the egg whites in it. And all we want to do is just fold it through now. So you don't want to mix this up aggressively. Okay, you want the egg whites to sort of stay bubbly, which makes your fritters airy, nice and fluffy. And that's pretty much our mixture. So we'll put large spoonfuls of that into the pan and cook them up. Okay, oil's hot. Let's get one in there. So just take a generous spoonful. Make sure you get a bit of everything. And chuck it in the pan. And the cat's just entered the chat. And we're just going to cook them until they're golden brown. Okay, so these ones are pretty much done. Oopsie. That one looks ready. And there we have it. Snapper fritters. So here we are, guys. Snapper fritters out in the rain. The things we do for you fellas. Snapper fritters. Mmm. Mmm. I can taste the salt. Get the pepper after flavour. Delicious. I didn't put the garlic umami on. Thought I'd just try it plain and delicious. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate you. We'll keep the adventures coming. Remember, drop a comment on what your favourite fish dish is. Let's see if the rest of the community can get in there and start sharing recipes around. Keep it exciting. But OTK all day, guys. Ciao. Oh, some clown doing burnouts up the road. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks very much. OTK all day.